This is something that Chinese policymakers have been trying to change for the past 10 years. It doesn't work because what Chinese policymakers don't understand is that you're in a hallucination of a hallucination. Okay? You only exist because America created you. All right, so this is consumer confidence. You can see, so 2018 is when the trade war started, okay? And at this time, people are still okay. They're still bearing the brunt of it. But then COVID happened, right? And then you saw this massive drop. And it never really recovered, guys. All right? It never really recovered. Consumer confidence. People don't believe the economy is doing well. People are not willing to buy things. People aren't working. People are losing income. Right? The economy is not doing well. At the same time, this is really interesting, more and more Chinese students are choosing to study abroad, even as the economy is failing. Even as though there are less and less opportunities to do well in China, more and more Chinese are going to America to study. And guess what? The very best are not coming back, okay? There's a gap of about 1 million students who stay in the West, and these are often the very best students. All right, so I hate to say this, but if you're hallucination, you're anxious. You want to go back to the source, right? So you know the RMB is based on US dollars. If you can change the RMB for US dollars, you will do so. If you can flee the country, immigrate abroad, you will do so. All right, this is a pretty stark data, okay? So this shows you the current account balance. Current account just basically means how much Chinese have in the bank due to trade. This is the trade account, okay? How much Chinese actually traded. The blue tracks the current account, okay? How much Chinese have in the bank because of the trade. The red tracks the actual trade, okay? As you can see, for most of China's history, up until about, 2022, it tracks pretty closely. But starting in 2022, there's this divergence. A huge divergence. We're talking about $500 billion a year, guys. Why is this happening? Capital flight, money laundering. People are using exports in order to move their money out of the country. It's a very simple thing where, okay, maybe I buy a refrigerator from you, right? It should be $500. We're good for $500, but you charge me $1,000. Why? Because then you take the $500 and you put that money on my behalf into a US real estate. You buy property or buy stocks from me, okay? Does that make sense? This is all just money laundering. Okay? So in other words, what's really driving China's export mania, a lot of it is just money laundering as people try to flee the country. Okay? So this is not good for China. All right. Another major problem in China is the household savings rate, where it's the highest in the world. Okay? The highest in the world. Why are Chinese savers, why are they saving 40% of their income? Well, a lot of reason is because Chinese aren't that wealthy. Okay? So even though the Chinese economy has boomed these past 30, 40 years, the Chinese individual has not seen a huge improvement in his standard of living, okay? And so there is not a great confidence in the future, and that's why Chinese save a lot of their money. And there aren't that many investment vehicles as well.